Okay, as I said in the last video, I was going to stick that down there. So I've stuck that down there. I've run that through the embossing machine. I've got some of those long strip ones, so I put that there. And I stitched around most of it. Okay, I did happen to tear that, but I've embraced it. And time that's inked up and everything, it will, again, you know, this is a new envelope. It's not an old one, so we want to make it look old. All right, and when we do this, we have to imagine that that might go onto the page like this. Okay, and the topper is going to go on like that. All right, so if that's clipped onto the page like there, okay, so it's going to be sort of that way, really. All right, that could change. Okay, so I thought I'd use a bit of napkin. I've got my little napkin just that could go. I sorted out a few that might go with what I'm doing. Okay, some butterflies, some roses. Okay, but I really like this rose here, and that is my last one actually. And I thought this could look quite nice. This sort of, not that the blue, but this rose here. Okay, with a bit of dark, but not the blue so much. I think that could look quite dramatic on an envelope actually, or something. So I quite like the look of that. Right, because I'm staying soft colours, Andrea. Got to say soft. So I'm going to, yeah, we'll be okay. Normal there. I'm going to use gel medium for this because it's quick. Oh, far too much. So I might be doing a couple more while I'm at it. So I can't get that one back. Oh, can I? Yes, I can. Nope. Too small a hole. Don't like wasting it, so this is where I'll just put it on something else. So that was right, wasn't it? It's going in the journal like that. That's it. So I'll do it this side. Could run it through the embossing folder, you know, make something out of it later on. So let's use that up. Stop me out of it. Oh dear. Okay, so later date, that will be something. Okay, well, I didn't know whether I mentioned, I just put a bit of washi tape, okay, one I don't like, just to firm that up, okay, on that edge. Right, so I am going to just scuff up that edge a bit now. Yeah, it's very thin, this envelope, so I have got the Tim Holtz distresser, but you know, you should know when you want it, you can't find it. I'm not wasting my time this morning looking for things. If it's not in front of me, it ain't going to be used. Right, so I'm inking up with Distress Oxide. Now, it is quite nice if you spend time doing this. Go around a couple of times if you really want to do a good job. Yeah, and even go around again with a darker one. You can build it up and you can make it look rather lovely. Okay, and now I know, because I've used this a bit and it's not got too much on. Yeah, I will lightly just sort of go over that sort of thing. Okay, right. Text. I'm not sure what I've got here actually. Let's have a look. I know I used them the other day, so I've got a few. I'm going to use Versifine. Okay, checking that's the right way. Sorry, I need to put my head forward to place. Sorry. There we go. That's cool. Right. Okay. I'm not going too mad with this actually, because I'm quite liking it. Maybe a bit of music, but I want to go with a lighter colour, so I'm going to go with like Toffee Crunch. Okay, I've got a smaller one of these somewhere. I'm just going to check the colour, see if I like it. It's upside down, I know. Yeah, that's good. Right, so we've got to come that way. Okay, I like that. Right, a little bit wonky, but hey ho. Didn't do anything at all. There we go. Don't make a mess of it. Right, okay. I will say, if you make a mess of it, that's bleeding through a little bit, so which is strange. I'm going to use like an easier one, smaller, because this is too big for this sort of job. But if you make a mess of it, right, which I sort of have really, okay, and I will get my small one out because that's it's just the right size for manipulating. You gesso it, and honestly it transforms things and it can look actually really good. Nobody would know that you've made a mess really underneath. And sometimes by making a mistake or turned out pretty rubbish and covering it up, you create something even better. That's what I say. I do want a bit on there anyway. Right. So I'm just putting a bit on, and then I'm gonna. But it's good, you know. I could show you. I wanted to show you that when I go wrong, because we all do, you know, the stamping and things. Okay. Now I do tend to rub it in with my finger. Okay, but because I've gessoed there, I need to gesso in other places, so I usually just sort of, I know you're not going to see much of this, but use the back of this. I've already got a bit on, yeah, and just carry on through. And that stops it looking like, oh look, gessoed. Like that. I'm going to stick that down now. You could put a little bit of butterfly here. Okay, I think the ones that I've got too big. Let's have a look. So I might put one of my own. Yeah, I think that would be too overpowering myself. So let's hope we got some. I know I've got pink ones because I've just put that pink kit up too. Mind you, that's quite soft, isn't it? But you know what? I'm gonna put that there. There is blue through the kit, so that looks better, I think. That is enough, because we've got to, that's going to look nice in the journal, and you've got that going on as well, so that's great. So I'm going to stick this on because that's what it was for. I feel like I want, do you know when I feel like I want a bit of a swirl or something there. I tell you what, I do need to get some of my stamps. I'll tell you what, that might work. Okay, that one. I just want a little bit, you know, in the background. I'm going to use this one, Toffee Crunch. So I don't want it too overpowering because it's in the background, yeah. These are brilliant for that sort of thing. Let's get a bit of... that on, wasn't I? But I've already glued the envelope together. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just put some stitching on, and then I'll stick it down. It's the whole point of opening the envelope. Right, now we've got the first of our envelopes. Okay, pretty posh. You imagine that all in a stack. Yeah, a bit later on. Oh, I did do some, I embossed that one as well while I was there. So, I mean, that's going to be hidden by this one. But doesn't matter. You can always stick that one out the side like that if you wanted that in front. So there's ways. You imagine that tied up and look pretty. I'm in my pretty mode today. It's hard for me, I will say, but I get there in the end. So I'm enjoying, I'm embracing it, the prettiness, and we shall see. Right, I'll just get ready for another envelope. Okay, because that wouldn't have took me very long because I sort of pre-done it. So I shall get some things together for the next one, so it doesn't take too long then. Okay,